On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Rolling to his right. Dumps it off to Edwards. And brought down. They're able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, how you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They'll just save those calls for this possession instead.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up the Dolphins' first down as he'll take this down inside the 45.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there that brings up 4. Go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now defensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
At this point on the field, a lot of play callers have a little trepidation. They're just thinking about running off tackle, quarterback sneaks, anything to try and create a little bit of room. But those aggressive play callers, they think to themselves, this is the right place to take a shot. And they do, and boy, are they successful.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jadeveon Clowney. What a play by him. That's going to go as a
second and long. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. A loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said, no, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Flushed out right. There he goes, right side. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10.
Brings up second and 4.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dafe away. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This will be fielded at the 17.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
72 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes are dropped, ball gets up, then he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, he stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 6 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And his throw here is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a 1st down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
Jackson on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Hill.
For the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Second down and 3.
On play action, here's Tua.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker now to add the point after. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Tua, a final shot before half. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Tua. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. Another catch there for Waddle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua rolling to his left. left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. He got 29 yards that time.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
The throw over the middle taken in. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ready.
They'll run Achane. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go, baby. Do this. Don't let us down. I want to see points at the end of this drive. Run it up the gut. Let's go on these guys, man. Forward.
Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson will throw again, rolling to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball.
Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd down at a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And a loose football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. The whistles are going to blow the play dead since it was 4th down Fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4.
They run once more with Edwards. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
All right, fellas, all right. One more time. Let's go. Yeah, boy.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up.
It's about time, fellas.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Throwing Tua.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass
to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now Tua. Out to his left.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 2.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Throwing, Jackson.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our